locomotive was built in Munich, Germany, in Krauss Maffei's factory, and delivered to the United States in March of 1964. It was one of 15 that were built. Theory says that Southern Pacific bought them to try to force domestic locomotive manufacturers to build higher horsepower locomotives than they had. These Krauss Maffeis are 4,000 horsepower, and at that time, in 1964, the highest horsepower locomotive you could get in the United States was around 2,000 horsepower. You could often find one of them going between Bakersfield and Roseville with 100 or more refrigerator cars with no helper engine. There's photographic evidence of that. One day I got an email from a fellow in England saying that they had a pair of original Krauss Maffei trucks, bogies if you will, for it, including the gearboxes, and did we want them?
I've always been interested in diesel hydraulics. I've worked on diesel hydraulics in the UK since I was 14. The biggest surprise really was the discovery of the trucks in France. And then I went across to Paris and did the inspections, and we made the bids, and which were accepted. And then it just sort of rolled and rolled and rolled, and eventually we got them. And it's all been things like that. It's all just been a thoroughly enjoyable experience to get it to this state.
We don't know why, but they chose this particular locomotive to convert into a camera car. There's almost no documentation. We had the electrical diagrams from it, the very basic electrical diagrams, which were given to the SP by Krauss Maffei, but they're just simple line drawings. They don't actually show where wires go or anything like this. So I just had to start at the beginning and figure it all out. We put somewhat over 3,000 feet of number 14 wire in this. And from there on, it was just a matter of reconfiguring things, rewiring, figuring out how it operated and this sort of thing to get it to the point where it operated under its own power. Well, I often say my whole interest in railroading is I just like to make things run.